Hey YouTube, it's Grawlys, and so we're back with another showcase video of built on Eldar. In this video we're going to be looking at a unit of Rangers that have been done. Now these have been on Flickr and some quite interesting comments put on there regarding the cloaks and the edge highlighting. So what I'll do, let's pick up this fella here. Let's bring him a bit closer so you can see. So, edge highlighting. So the weapons are dark, but all the edges, as you can see, are highlighted. You can just get a little idea of his cloak off that one. Turn him around so you can see the cloak a bit better. You can see it seems to be glistening. What I wanted to do is try and make it like a high-tech camo on the blend. So hopefully that's kind of picking up there. What I ended up doing is pinching an idea off my wife. She was doing some work with nail art at the time, and she found a technique for blending various nail polishes onto nails to get a certain effect. And when she was doing that, I thought, aha, that could work with acrylic paints. So I had to think, what could I do? What colours? So I want it to be some kind of metallic, because obviously with Eldar and the technology and everything else, it's kind of like a camo cloak that's going to hide you. The technology is going to help there. It's not just the material; it's what's built into the material, like with the armour plates that mould to the bodies. It's all more molecular technology. So with these camo cloaks, I went for two metallics. I did tin bits and burnished gold. And I also used Dark Angel's green just to tone down, because I didn't want it completely metallic, but I wanted it to have a metallic sheen. So hopefully, if I can bring it in even a little bit closer, you can see this flecks of brown, this flecks of gold. The overall impression is one of green. So hopefully that picks out the camo on that one quite well. I'll show you a couple of the other ones as well. And obviously all the backpacks, they're all leather. They're all just a leather coloured paint with a brown wash and an edge highlight. Obviously the under armour is the green and white of the belt. So I know traditionally all that the Rangers aren't a specific army, they're a thing to themselves, but I wanted my whole belt and army to be able to blend in with the same colour scheme. So let me see if this one, where that shows the camo any better. You're just picking out flecks of brown in there, bits of white, and again the white armour underneath there. And let's have a look at this one. I think this has got a bit more brown in there. There you go. Just the bits of brown that you can pick out in there. And all the edge highlighting. All the runes are all freehand. It's not they're not decals. So I've done all that freehand as well. And the shading on the boots. So hopefully you can pick out the details on there. And so notice I've also done the lens on the scope. There's a kind of orangey yellow colours on there. Just pick that out. There we go, Uranus sights. This is the kind of brush I use for the cloaks. So when it focuses, it's just a small flat brush. In fact, you can actually see not paint on it, but it actually stained the bristles. So we can actually see the tin bits and the green colour still on the bristles. It actually stained the bristles there. slight gold colour coming in there when I bend the bristles. So what I actually did is got the paint, 3 blobs of paint, load one on one side, turn it, load one on the other, then turn again just to the tip and load the third colour. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and that actually loads the bristles with all 3 colours in one go. And then just let me get one of the figures just to demonstrate. So what we then do is just dab all over, and what it does, it actually picks up the various colours from all the different parts of the brush, and it stipples it and it blends it all together. So this was the technique that was in the nail art thing. The other way of doing it is to one side of the brush load one colour, the other side of the brush load the other colour, and rather than having the colours on the sides, you're having the colours on one edge and the other edge. And again, it's just stippling the colour and moving the brush around, not brushing, it's stippling. And with it being a wide brush, you get long streaks of colour. So hopefully that comes out in some of these figures. If it'll just pick the focus there, you can actually see, I don't know if you can just make out, there's a long line of brown there. And we've got some longer lines of colour, just make out some of the, just there and there. So that's because it's a small flat brush. So I thank Mrs. Grawlys for the idea for that one again, because if she hasn't been doing the nail art, I wouldn't have seen the technique and I wouldn't have learned something new. So hopefully you like the ranges. Again, if you like the showcase, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Appreciate any comments. I'll say even constructive comments. I like to know where I could have done better, or if you'd like to see something done slightly differently. So let me know. Give me a like, give me a comment, and subscribe if you're not already on my subscriber list. Thank you very much.